Seeded life, ready to unfold. Encapsulated energy, ready to be put to work. Unimaginable diversity. Every seed wanting soil. The seeds know how to germinate. Let the unfolding begin. After germination, we can fuss with these beings. Seeds are marvels of engineering. We take them for granted. The stored information inside seeds is inexplicable. Seeds need to be celebrated a lot more. Our seeds are our future. They need to be protected more than money. Seeds need to be treated circular, getting them back into the ground as soon as possible.
Yeah, I want to talk about seeds. And the reason I want to talk about seeds is because I want to explain a change that I've experienced. I am a much bigger fan of seeds now than I ever have been. I have a complete different understanding of seeds. I'll give you a couple examples. I'll check my compost pile if there's anything interesting growing inside the compost pile. I'll walk the property for unusual plants that birds have brought into the property. Here's an example. This was brought on the property. I don't know where it came from. I'm quite sure it was birds that brought it here. So I will wait now for this. I have like 60 of them, so I'll wait for this to turn into seeds, and I'll plant them again and make sure that it gets carried on. So what I'm getting at is that seeds have to take a very different level of importance in your garden. So there's many things you can do. So you eat an apple, you eat a pear, you eat an apricot, you eat a nectarine, and you put those seeds back in the ground. Don't put them in the garbage. They might germinate in your compost, they might not. So what I'm getting at is, if you treat seeds more circular in your garden, I have a graveyard or a holding area for unusual things that show up in the garden. I will not weed without caution. I'll always weed very cautiously and see if there's anything in the garden that I don't know what it is. If I don't know what it is, I will put it in my seed holding area. It's a bit shaded, it's a bit protected, and I've transplanted a lot of the stuff recently, so it's not visually so appealing right now. But what I always do is, like, I'm very much aware that there's stuff going on in the garden that you just have to be pay a lot of attention. Now, a lot of gardeners do this. They will save seeds, let's say from tomatoes or from, kohlrabi after 2 years, whatever it may be. They will save a certain portion of their seed. So let's say you slice through a tomato and you dig out the seeds and you don't eat those seeds, you put it aside. So you're basically pushing those seeds forward. And I think more and more gardeners, we have to sort of say, okay, my fig tree has, 30 pounds of fruit on it, and I'm saving the seeds to promote that tree again. I'm doing all these crazy things to keep that circular motion of seeds going in the garden. If every gardener were to do that, then there's a bit more of a guarantee that these seeds will survive the future. When I buy packaged seeds, I always like to get them in the ground as quickly as I can and at the right time. I don't have frost here, so I don't have that issue. I have 365 days of the year to get seeds in the ground, so that's a huge advantage. So my rant is, we need to respect seeds a lot more. We have to keep them circular, keep them growing. We have to understand that a lot of these seeds are being interfered with crops next to them that are genetically modified. There's a lot of activity going on in respect to seeds that nobody's really talking about. So what a small gardener can do, or what they should do, get as many seeds as you can into the ground. Dedicate a portion of your crops to keeping the seeds going. Anything you buy or eat, try to get the seeds out of them and get them into the ground again. So all I'm saying is seed promotion has to be a big portion of any gardener's resources. You have to really think seeds, and it makes a big difference in your garden. I've noticed it, like I have so many crazy things in the garden now that I don't know where they came from, but I have paid attention to them and I've kept them, of uttermost importance, which is really important. So respect seeds, keep them moving, keep them circular, and enjoy the results. That's the best thing about seeds. We have to celebrate them more, and we have to understand their value. They're worth way more than money is. It's just such a valuable commodity to keep these seeds moving forward into the future.